We rocking with AHumbleSoul, man. Shout out my dog. Came all the way to the D to f with me. Let's get it.
AHumbleSoul, we checking back in, man. We back in the Midwest with it. Broadcasting live from Michigan, man. We got Feeq in front of the camera, man. Crispy Feeq. Get rich the mission. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's a pleasure to have the time to chop it up with you, dog. I've been following your projects for a minute, man. I can honestly say you dropped some dope music, you know, and I feel like you may be a little underrated, to be honest with you, you know, coming out of Detroit, bro. So it's gonna be you know, refreshing, man, to have an opportunity to chop it up, man, just to hear your story. I guess first thing first, man, you know, we in a new year now, you know what I'm saying? It's 2023. It's flying already, you know what I'm saying? How has it been for you so far?
So far, we started the year off good. Dropped a project January 10th day, same day as my birthday. It been doing good, you know. I'm just waiting to see like what song pick up for real.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot a video, you know, for whatever song and push that. And then I wouldn't say I'm underrated. I think I just need to, you know, just put some more work in for real. So I'll never say like underrated, but you know. So, cause I don't never want to come up like you complaining about nothing, cause we ain't complaining about nothing. So just gonna put that work in this year. Get what's coming to me.
Being straightforward though, bro, you got like multiple projects out, so
definitely.
What do you feel like is lacking for you to be like one of the top artists in the city?
Maybe just
consistency
and putting myself out there more. You know, like doing more shows and you know, shit, even if it's performing for free or whatever, like. You know, just you know, stepping out of my comfort zone from what I'm used to. That's what I think that's gonna separate me this year. For
sure. Hey man, when you mentioned your new project, man, with Legends Never Die.
Legends Never Die, RPJ, man.
Yeah. Who is that?
J man, that's my old dude. You know, he got killed by like 10, 11 years ago.
Oh, your father?
Yeah.
That's the one you was talking
about.
Yeah. You said he got in one song. You said he got what, murdered like around Christmas, before Christmas.
That was like December 6th. You know?
Yeah.
So that was like a few weeks before Christmas. You know? So December be tough for me, but it be my motivation though. So I just decided to name it that. I was just gonna name it J-Man, but then I don't know, like I got Real Niggas Never Die on the back of my chain, so I just switched it with Legends Never Die. So
sure.
You know, just basically like his name gonna live on through him and just through me. You know, just in general, he a legend.
So J-Man, you know, Detroit is popular, man, for a lot of like street superstars. Would you say your pops was like a real figure, a real factor in the city of Detroit when it came to the hustling?
Oh, definitely. Like one of the first hustlers out of my family. Like all my big cousins was all hustlers, so you know, that's why I just come from that. You know, that's just in me. But yeah, definitely, he was just like a street legend. But you know, everybody look up to their old dude, so even if he wasn't considered that, like he always gonna be a legend to me. For sure.
Nah, yeah, I was just curious, man, because I think I heard you say in one song that he used to hide bricks or somewhere or something like that. I mean, you talking about bricks and stuff like that. Like obviously he got to be like a heavyweight.
I said used to hide the bricks on Claiborne's. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Used to hide the bricks on Claiborne in the basement. Yeah. You know, that's all just fact shit. Like, you know, I just remember that block because that's like one of the few cribs he used to let me come over to. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because he was in the streets heavy, so he used to be moving around a lot. He never really like had me coming over his crib for real.
For sure.
You know, if I come over, it'd probably be for a day or two, but that specific crib, like, they was staying like in some other people's hood at the time, and it was just a lot going on, so I just remember that.
For sure. So he didn't stay with your mom?
No, not at the time, no.
Oh, okay. So what was that relationship like with your pops, like prior to him passing away?
Oh, we was close. That was my dude. We talked. You know, I told him I was rapping. He was on me about that. He wanted me to do that, so that's why I kind of just, stick with it. But I got to be more consistent this year. So this year, It's the year claiming that.
Do you have like a memorable moment, man, that you could share with the viewers? I mean, because you the dedicated tape to him.
I remember I asked him, would he ever tell? Or would he ever snitch or something like that? And he just was like, told me like, ain't nobody put no gun to my head and make me do this shit. I've never, you know what I'm saying? So that's like the most memorable, one of the most memorable. Like it was a serious, like it was like he felt offended that I even asked him for shit like that. So that was just.
I mean, even speaking of something like that, I mean, nowadays it's like it's more embraced, and well, I'll say in like the mainstream of things, like if it's an artist that's down with a group that get hits with a RICO act or something like that, and somebody cooperates, they not as ostracized, I would say, as the average person. But I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, like you got like the YSL case and stuff
really
like that.
You know, like to talk about, you know, or comment on other people, you know, shit they got going on. So,
no, I'm just saying in general though.
In general, I don't know, man. The streets is watered down right now anyway. So like, I feel like I don't know, snitching ain't getting looked at the same no more. So, but you know, I be just trying to focus on what I got going on, man. I ain't really tripping on who telling or who doing all that. I'm just trying to focus on me.
Yeah.
For real. And the positive shit, we just trying to work this year, put this work in, and keep working.
No, for sure, man. Well, let's take it from the top, bro. Like, so from the beginning, like, what area are you representing? I would assume the west side of Detroit.
Yeah, I'm
like,
from the west side.
But you talk about it, you know, like your upbringing, bro.
I originally grew up like on Genesee, Detroit Road, between Linwood and Dexter. But probably like towards 6th grade, 5th grade, my mama we moved to Highland Park. So I really grew up at HP, sure. You know, like from like the 6th grade all the way until I was older, you know. So yeah, HP really like my hood for real.
So who's some of the street legends? I be seeing the dude. I used to watch his videos. Eddie Jackson Jr. I think that's his name.
From HP.
I think he used to say. I think he used to say his father was the dude named the Fat Man or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
From HP, like the niggas I know, like as far as
this an older dude.
Shit,
he older.
Yeah.
I'm talking. He was a hustler. He wasn't no rapper.
Yeah, as far as hustlers, like I don't know how with all the niggas. They was older than me, so like my niggas. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as like older, I never really like knew them. Like my big cousin shit always the niggas I looked up to as far as on some hustling shit. Like so the niggas from my hood, it was just like niggas that was closer to my age more so than like older niggas.
So what so you said so initially you was around the Joy Road area, then you transitioned to Highland.
To HP.
Yeah. Was it like a major like culture shock for you, or was it pretty much a similar atmosphere?
It was a little different, a little bit like. You know, like HP niggas, it was a little more, it was like, I don't want to say it was like grimier, but it just was a little different. But I had to fight a little bit when I first got over there, but other than that, it was cool. Like, you know, shit. All my niggas that I'm cool with, I still they from the hood, so.
So you would say technically that's your hood then?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But I'm like from the west side, like all my family from the west side. Like I'm probably the only person out of my family that's from HP.
For real?
Yeah, like my cousins from Linwood, or like my other dude, he from Zone 8. You know, so.
What's Zone 8? What's that?
That's like a part. I wouldn't say a part of Linwood, but like it's just a area in a certain part of a neighborhood, and they just call it like I guess like Zone 6. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I ain't heard of Zone 8.
Yeah, you never heard of Zone 8?
Yeah, but I ain't from here though.
Okay,
yeah, but
it's like a hood.
Yeah.
It's a part of the hood.
So okay, so like early on, was you into the music, or were you into sports, or what was you?
I was playing sports shit. I played football, basketball, but I was hustling too when I was little. So like I was selling candy and shit, like little. But I was like selling candy with my brother Sean, Free Sean. We was young. We used to sell candy and shit. I bought all my school clothes. Shit, by the game. My mom never had to come out of no money when I was little.
What?
Like as far as like school clothes and shit, from like when I was like between the ages of like 9 and 12 and shit, I was buying all my own shit.
What?
Yeah. But I always used to like play with like the Kodak. I remember we had this Kodak camera like from CBS. I set it up and just like rap videos, like other people's songs and shit. So I always knew that's what I kind of wanted to do a little bit. But once I got to high school and shit, like my homeboys and them had the studio at their crib, and I just go over there. And I'm like, man, they like Feeq, man, get on the song. So I just got on the song, and from there, let the girls hear it. They started liking it at school. Then they like, bro, you want to be a part of our group? And then I being a part of their group, started rapping with them. But then, you know what, as you get older, you know, people just start to split up. They start going their own way and shit. So that's when I kind of started doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I started, like, the Get Rich the Mission.
Yeah.
With, you know, like 4 niggas from my hood, so.
Yeah. I mean, let's take a step back. So how much money was you raking in with the candy, with the hustle? I'm curious to know, man.
Man, we was selling our candy $2 and 3 for $5. I'm talking about, before I even went to Birmingham to have a drink, I was in Birmingham selling, and that's a nice part of Michigan.
I don't heard Mac Nichols talk about that.
Birmingham. Yeah, that's funny. Birmingham was just a nice part of Michigan, for real, like upper, like echelon type, you know, little vibe out there. So I was selling candy out there. I was probably at least bringing in between $200 and $300 a day.
A day?
As a kid, we was getting $100 in tips, and if I sell 4 boxes, that's 4 times 25, that's 100.
How much
you
is
get
that?
$25 off a box. 52 pieces of candy come in the box. $2 and 3 for $5. You know what I'm saying? So if you do all of them for $2, 52 pieces of candy, shit, you gonna make some money, man. They giving you $25, and I get to keep my tips. Shit, I was making.
At that age, were you good, like, with money management?
Man, yeah, I'm good with money management now, like, for real. Like, I always been like a saver, you know what I'm saying? So I think I need to be better at investing more. But I always been a good saver, but investing, that's key.
Okay. So you said, so you linked up with your dude, so from there you transitioned, you linked up with your dudes, y'all started to Get Rich the Mission.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't even say we linked, like, these are just the older niggas from my hood.
Break it down.
They was rapping already, like, playing around, but I was the serious young nigga, like, all right, look, we about to rap. We about to do this, come on. Me and my man's DJ, and then my man's Q, my other homeboy E, and then I just made niggas go to the studio. And then I started meeting different producers, and I met Pooh Beats.
Okay.
He made Packing the Mill Is Gone. He made that beat. The Should. I got beats from him, like a lot of beats in my early part of my career. Yeah. So.
That's dope, man. So Q, that's the dude you always be rapping about.
That's funny. I knew you was gonna ask me.
Oh, you knew I was gonna ask you that?
It's just funny because my homeboy asked me. He was like, "Man, whoever Q, I know people be listening to him music. Like, man, who was Q?"
Yeah.
Q just one of like my big bros, like one of my niggas from my hood, like a couple years older than me, but he just always been a real nigga to me. Like, that's my brother. Like, so, like, you know, when it come to anything, the rap, whatever, he there. So it's just my dog.
And it's like childhood or what?
Yeah, childhood. From like maybe like 6th grade. He was like one of the first few people I met in HP.
Oh, for sure.
So it was like from there, like his mom, like my mom for real. So
I think I heard you say in one song you was like, I put my life in Q's hands for some of us. You said for so many years and he ain't never like let you down. It was something. You know what I'm talking about? It was something
about believe this shit.
Yeah.
I say I trust Q with my life 10 years. He never played.
There you go.
Yeah, that's believe this shit, y'all.
So you see, I ain't capping, bro.
No. That's because I see you did your own work.
Nah, I really mess with your music, man. So from there, so like, I also want to ask you about, man, like, although you got your own like brand, your own clique, you got a lot of collaborations with the BYLUG camp. You know, as well as you got, you know, collaborations with Band Gang, so on and so forth. But like, how did that come about? Because I know you done did stuff with Keys, Dre, Payroll, I think, Dope Clay, you know what I'm saying, Freddie K, so on and so forth, man. So what's that connection, bro? That's
like family for real, you know what I'm saying? Like really Dre, like, but the whole mind, like that's all like family for real. And all them features and stuff, that all came organically though, like especially like with Kid. Like Kid was one of the first people I did something with.
Yeah.
You know. And he jumped on me quick. He like, oh, I fuck with your music. Let's do something. Boom, we did it, and we linked like that. Did the video, all that. Shit, even with Clay, like Clay was so organic. Shit, we just was on 7 Mile drinking or something. I'm like, man, listen to this beat, bro. I'm about to go to the studio. He like, all right, I got the hook. Did the hook, thought of the hook right when we was on the block. We drove right to the studio and did that shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
Like, the shit was paid, you know, long live my nigga Fresh. Like,
yeah.
Fresh really made that happen, you know what I'm saying? And Drake, you know, Drake made it all happen, but, you know, yeah, that was just like family, that was my peoples.
Yeah. What about Freddie K?
Oh, that's my dog too.
I mess with Freddie K, man. I think I saw you. I've seen you like in some of his videos. I know y'all got music together.
Yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, we got shit. Me, him, and Keith that never even came out yet. So
really?
It might come out. It might not. We done did so much music, so it's like, you know, they be having the songs like even the song that's on my EP that I just dropped
with Keith.
Like that was really like Keith's song. Like he called me to the studio. And I did the hook for him, and one of his homeboys was in there. He like, man, you need to put him on there. Yeah. So then I just ended up doing it like that. But me and Keith do a lot of songs, and we never use them. So yeah, I just like fucking, I'm using this motherfucker.
So you say, I want to ask you about that too. You had at one point in time, you had the crispy Feeq.
Yeah.
And you know he had the crispy Keith at one point in time. Was that inspired by him? Or was that just some Detroit stuff? I know crispy means like fresh.
Detroit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, that's just. Niggas Instagram name, that's what that come from, like crispy this, crispy that. And I changed it because I feel like I got older, I just felt like it was a little childish. You know, like crispy Feeq, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I'm just Feeq, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, some people gonna still throw the crispy on there because the nigga be crispy, like, just on some chill shit.
So talking about that, I mean, like around what age did you first, like what's your earliest recollection of you, you know, getting fly? Not getting fly, yeah.
I felt like a nigga always was crispy. Like,
let me see what you rocking right now, bro. You got the.
Oh yeah, no, I'm little Prezi on, little Link, man, just chilling, bro.
What's the hat? What type of hat is that?
Oh, this is Delmar. He a Detroit designer. Yeah.
Okay.
I grabbed it at one of his pop-up shops and shit.
What's the shades you rocking?
You know, just Celine. But you know, I don't really get into the designer shit too much. Like I fuck with it, but
dunks on.
I be more so like it's just the nigga who got to fit on. Like that's really what matters for real. Like if you a cornball with a Prezi on or some glad, that shit ain't gonna matter. Sure. Like I got a line in my song like we can have the same fit. It's about who put it on.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I feel for real.
What's some of your favorite brands to rock?
When in doubt, I would just wear all black. I don't really got a favorite designer. I'm not into the designer shit. I just like shit that looks sweet. So if I pick up a shirt and the shirt $8, but it's if it's $8 but I like it, I'm gonna buy it. I don't give a fuck what it is. For sure. But if it's a Prada shoe and it's ugly, just because it's Prada, I'm not gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas wear Lavin shoes or some shit. That's what it's called. Them bitches, with them all them big ass, fat ass.
You mess with them?
Man, hell, I would not dare. I don't give a fuck. They could give me a deal tomorrow. I wouldn't dare touch them. I'm gonna be wearing the same shit.
I think they cost like $800-900, something like that.
Them bitches cost $5. I ain't lying to you, my dog. That shit, them bitches terrible, man. I don't see how a nigga do. Fucking do that shit.
What about the shoes then? I know you talking about wearing all
black. Believe it or not, like my favorite shoe is a Dunks. Not Dunks, a ones, Jordan ones. Patent leather preferably. Like
that's kind of similar.
You know what I'm saying? They similar though, but patent leather Dunks. Patent leather ones. They're my favorite shoe go to. Outside of that, I'll take that back. I don't even want white ones. I go through so many pair of white ones. Me and G Herbo gonna have to have a talk because I think I might have bought more white ones than her. You know what I'm saying? I get that from my old dude. Like, you can my big cousin was in this motherfucker. You can ask him.
So your pops used to stay fly too?
Hell yeah.
Nah, for sure. No, okay. So what about the jewelry? I mean, like you said, you got the piece with the memorial piece with your pops in there. You got the rollie.
Yeah, I upgraded. I just had at first it was just a rope. Then I put the link on there from like last year on his birthday, and then like one year for the birthday I got I was gifted with the watch. You know what I'm saying?
So have you always been in the jewelry too, or?
As I got older.
Okay.
As I got older, but honestly, like man, once you get the shit, you know, I would just always advise niggas to get jewelry and do certain shit for you. Cause if you get it and you doing it for something else, like, man, I'm gonna get this cause I'm gonna shit on these niggas, I'm gonna get this to make this girl, man. That shit ain't gonna, once you get it, it ain't gonna feel like nothing. Versus you just doing it for you, you know. You gonna be the man with the shit or without it.
Yeah, no, that's real, bro. That's real. I mean, it don't
Can't
necessarily make you happy. It's temporary. Yeah,
you know
yeah. Hey, man. So speaking about that, like, bro, you coming up in Detroit, man. Like, if you look at your pictures or your videos or listen to your music, bro. I mean, to a certain extent, you flashy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got the bank rolls on, you got the jewelry, you clean. Has that ever put you in some sticky situations? You know, in a place that, you know.
I feel like that's why I don't flash money no more. Like,